Hey guys, it's Fadra from allthingsfadra.com, and if this does not look like my typical scenery, you are right. It's because I'm lucky enough to be here in Southern California, and I've got my cheat sheet with me because I'm going to tell you all about the Kia Stinger GT. This car I was just introduced to today, so I'm still learning about it as I'm driving it, but I couldn't wait for a full week test drive to tell you more about it because this car is amazing. You wouldn't believe how it lines up to some of the top luxury cars out there and how it even surpasses them. That's for you to judge. I'm just going to show you some of the interior and exterior shots and actually take you behind the wheel a little bit. So the Kia Stinger is actually inspired by the 2011 GT concept, which was introduced in Frankfurt, and it's finally a reality. So it's going to be arriving in dealerships soon, but I got to take this out for a spin, both on the open road in Southern California and on an autocross track here in Southern California. Things you might care about down here, we've got the Brembo brakes, which provide excellent braking ability, and I know because I put it to the test. Specialized Michelin tires that were designed and tuned specifically for the Stinger. And you notice it's got a true fastback design, which is something that the designers and engineers wanted to make sure they had to really capture that Gran Turismo concept. Now, one of the reasons that you want a fastback is that it actually provides more cargo capacity than what you would normally have in a sports car or sports sedan. Let's take a look at what we've got. We've got a cargo cover here, but if you look down underneath, there is a rear seat with a 60-40 split, which provides a ton of cargo space. If you're going away for the weekend, if you're driving to the coast, or you're just going to the local Home Depot. Now we're exactly where you want to be, which is behind the steering wheel in what Kia calls the cockpit of the car. And this is where, don't laugh at cockpit, this is where the magic happens, behind the wheel. It may look like I'm at an amusement park, and I am, but we're here for a different kind of amusement. We are here for the autocross track that Kia has set up for us because we can't just take their word for the performance of the Kia Stinger. We have to take it out ourselves. So they've got a nice long straightaway where we can test out the 0 to 60 capability of the GT, which is what I've been driving all day, and then we have the ability to see how well the turns corner. I have to tell you, I'm probably the slowest driver out here because I don't have a need for speed, but this is a car that can handle it, and I'm going to show you some of the footage that proves it. Oh, I made the tire squeal. I don't know if you can hear the tire squealing behind me, but I went out there, I did it. I drove the Stinger around the track 3 times, and then for comparison, I drove the Porsche Panamera, which actually has a lot of similarities. It has a very different feel, very different drive, and I think it's a matter of preference. I actually preferred the Stinger over the Panamera, and I definitely prefer the price tag. So here's what the Stinger is about. It's about luxury and it's about performance. And you're probably thinking those are 2 words that aren't typically associated with Kia. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But I can tell you that this car brings both to it. So everything from the leather, you can actually have Napa leather, to the hand stitching on the steering wheel, to the metal components on the dash, the high quality components also in the dash, and the amazing Harman Kardon sound, which actually has a unique design just for the Stinger.
720 watts.
720 watts.
15
you hear that?
high performance speakers.
Do you hear that?
Dual under seat mounted subwoofers. They've taken them out of the trunk because they want you to have all that space.
That's right.
And instead they've put them underneath the seat.
Underneath the seats. They took the subwoofer, split it in half, put half under her seat, half under mine. This is Megan, by the way. Megan, tell them where you can be found.
You can find me at mommytravels.net.
Yeah, so we are both chicks who love to travel and love to drive cars. So we're on a press trip with Kia, and we've had a chance to drive all day through the twisty, windy hills of California and really see what this car is all about. Let me show you a little bit of what I'm looking at on the dashboard. You see the beautiful scenery? That just complements the beautiful dash that we're looking at, which is inspired clearly by aviation, if you can kind of tell by the shape of the vents. I love the pop-up display and all of the controls that you need down here. Everything that you would find standard in a car. And then you do actually have head-up display, if you can look all the way straight ahead, that will not only give you navigation and speed, but other driver information to keep your eyes on the road. All right, a couple things just to wrap it up, because I'm going to tell you the things that you want to know about, like how does it drive and how fast does it go. And here's what you need to know. 360 horsepower. What I'm driving here is the GT Twin Turbo V6. It goes, I'm not even lying, 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. For reals. All right, your last question is, well, how much does it cost? That's a great question. So the Stinger starts at $31,900. There's going to be a $900 destination charge on any of the models, and it's going to range all the way up to what I'm driving here, which is $49,200. Now, the great thing about it is these are all rear-wheel drive cars, but you can actually get a rear-biased all-wheel drive as an option on any of the Kia Stinger models for an additional $2,200. So that's what I've got so far. This is my short-term drive. I've loved it for the day, and I wanted to bring you a first glimpse. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll do my best to steer you in the right direction. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell me how awesome the Kia Stinger is, or me, your choice. And I'll see you next time.